This morning's gospel closes out a section of parables that our Lord tells, and collectively these parables paint a portrait of what the kingdom of heaven is like, and they give us notions of God's justice and mercy and patience. Now this morning we get another glimpse of God's justice and his patience. Just like in the parable of the good seeds and the bad seeds, where the master directs his servants to wait until the harvest to separate the good crop from the weeds, so here we see the fishermen wait until the net is full to drag it back to shore and then separate the desirable fish from the refuse. Note, however, that our Lord explains what is bad they throw away. In other words, the bad is not thrown back into the sea. It's disposed of with finality. And so here we get an analogy of the end times. At the very end, no one's going back to earth. In the end, everyone will end up either ultimately in heaven or hell. Even those who go to purgatory will ultimately end up in heaven. But until that time, while we're here on earth, we have this time to choose, to follow God, to choose what he offers, to try to become among those desirable fish in the net that gets caught. Now, at the very end, also keep in mind, as it says here, that they wait till it is full. It is full with everyone that has ever lived. This will be the final judgment. Everyone will be included. Nobody will be left out. Now, I think the key takeaway from this parable is this. We should learn from this example of God's great patience for us. We should enjoy the benefits of his patience as we continue to struggle towards our salvation. That's why he gives us the church. That's why he gives us the sacraments. And one more thing. Just as God shows us great patience, so we must show it towards others. The church, obviously, is tasked with calling out sin. Sin is the thing that turns the good fish into the bad fish, or the good weeds, the good seeds into the bad seed. Sin should never get a free pass. And I'm not going to say that sin is okay, and I wouldn't counsel you to do the same either. But there's a difference between recognizing what sin does and recognizing the inherent value of every human being, even those who sin, which, by the way, includes all of us. The church, as I said, does call out sin, but it's not our job to decide who makes it into heaven and who doesn't. God is plenty competent to do that, and he does it perfectly. I can tell you that as a priest, I certainly want no part of declaring someone irrevocably bound for hell. I can only give assurances of God's love and mercy to those who seek that. And I'm both content with that and I'm delighted in that task. And my counsel to all of us, as I said, is to be grateful for God's great patience, to extend that same patience to everyone else as God is patient with us. And let us all strive to be among the good fish captured in God's net of justice, mercy, and love.